It's been absolutely freezing this morning. It's been something like -3, so I'm just about warming up. This video is going to take us outside of Liverpool, and it's something I've been working on for over a month, and I've not been able to complete it in the time scale that I wanted to, mainly due to weather and other commitments. So this video is about Fiddlers Ferry Power Station, which on Sunday, this coming Sunday, the 3rd of December, there's going to be a partial demolition of the power station itself. 4 of the towers are going to come down. Now, I did want to get this video on much earlier than this, but as I say, circumstances weren't on my side, I guess. But the reason I wanted to do this is because from where we lived in Warrington, you can still clearly see Fiddlers Ferry Power Station. We watched it being built. We watched it start to generate electricity, and plumes of steam would erupt from the towers and fill the sky with white steam. And now it's come to the end of its life, and the whole thing is going to be demolished and turned into partly a housing estate, some industrial units apparently, and a piece of parkland where people can go and chill out. So this video is, I don't know, it's a little bit self-indulgent, I suppose, but I've travelled out to the border of Widnes and Warrington to do some filming of the site itself, and it's just taken so much time. Okay, get on with the video. This is Fiddlers Ferry Yacht Haven in Warrington in Cheshire, and we're now heading towards the River Mersey, and tucked away around the corner here on this little pathway is a pub called the Ferry Tavern, and it's quite nice to sit here and have a drink and watch the world go by on a nice day. Now, the yacht haven itself, this stretch of water that we can see these yachts tied up to, is the Sankey Canal, and in the distance there you can see the towers of Fiddlers Ferry Power Station, and from here you can take a walk right along the coast of the River Mersey, right past the towers and on into Widnes, but I'll show some of that later in the video. Now, if you fancy coming down here to take the coastal walk, there are 2 car parks, one for the Ferry Tavern pub here and one for general walkers. That's the River Mersey heading into Warrington, and in the other direction off through Runcorn, Widnes and off to Liverpool. Now, the other car park is on the other side of the Sankey Canal. There's a little bridge, and the bridge runs across a railway line and the Sankey Canal itself. The railway line actually is live, so there's traffic lights on it. When it's green you can cross, and when it's red, best not crossing. As I said earlier, this pathway I'm walking along now takes you along the banks of the River Mersey and into Widnes, and if you're a keen cyclist you can actually bring your bike here and ride the track. It's quite smooth. It's not covered in potholes or anything, but there are a few very wet parts when the weather's been bad. So this is the pathway and just on the other side of the Sankey Canal there, where these boats are, is a little car park. So if you fancy coming along here and taking a walk, that's probably the best place to park. Now these are the lock gates between Sankey Canal and the River Mersey, and I've come here a couple of times over the last month, and each time I've come it's managed to rain, and I don't think today is going to be any different because I can feel rain in the air now. But let's start at the beginning and come back to this later. This is Speke Road in Warrington village, and it's not quite the highest point in Liverpool. Someone's going to tell me that that's Reservoir Road, but it's certainly one of the highest points in Liverpool. And on my left hand side here there's quite a few roads that people live in, and you get quite a view into Cheshire. St Julie's over there. Windy. Okay, so roads like this one, which is Watergate Lane, you can see in the distance there into Cheshire, Widnes and Warrington. Well, let's take a short walk here to the top of Manor Road. Now from all these roads further up there's Charterhouse, Stonyhurst and Haileybury, and they've got a similar view. And when I grew up there, one of the well, what my dad called one of the blots on the landscape was Fiddlers Ferry Power Station. It's a little bit difficult with all the trees. Probably get a better view in the winter, but can't do that this year. And that is because very shortly Fiddlers Ferry Power Station is going to be demolished. We've walked from Manor Road and top of Charterhouse Road. It's just on the left here. I don't know whether we'll be able to see this because this lens is pretty wide, and it's great for foreground, and it's not great for distance. Right, let me just see if I can stand in the middle of the road here. There's a car coming up, so when he's gone, and the one after him, we'll have a look and see if we can get all the towers in. But there are some trees which have been planted and grown over the years, and they now obscure the view. Right, so I've put a telephoto lens on so we can get a better view of what I'm talking about, and that's the view from the top of Charterhouse Road of Fiddlers Ferry Power Station. I think the best view is from the top of Stonyhurst Road, and there's no trees there. Right, so let's put the telephoto lens back on and have a look. So from the top of Stonyhurst you get a great view, and from here we watch this being built back in the 1960s. This is Widnes, and it's a a continuation of Tanhouse Lane, which isn't actually marked as a name on the map, it's just got a map reference. But a lot of people come down here to park up, take the dogs for a walk and so forth, and I've done this a couple of times now, and you might guess that every time I come it rains. But there you can see in the distance the new Millennium Bridge, which crosses from Widnes into Runcorn, and further to our right we might be able to see the older Jubilee Bridge, which does the same crossing from Widnes to Runcorn. Or I suppose if you're on the Runcorn side, it's Runcorn to Widnes. So here's one of those dog walker people. So I've come down here really just to show where Fiddlers Ferry is in relation to its surrounds, places like Widnes and Runcorn, and of course the River Mersey. And this is the railway line I mentioned earlier. There's a crossing further up at the Yacht Haven, so you need a green light to go through, but I don't trust lights, so I'm going to have a look to see if there's a train coming anyway. So in that direction would be the Yacht Club or the Yacht Haven. If we cross the railway line here, we come onto the bank of the River Mersey. So Widnes is in that direction, Widnes town centre. That's the Millennium Bridge, which crosses to Runcorn, and this is crossing the Sankey Canal. So further up in that direction and around the bend, all those yachts are parked up, and that's a view of the bridges. I hope you can see the Widnes Old Bridge, the Jubilee Bridge in the distance there. Now if you want to come here and fly a drone like I am at the moment, you're quite near to Liverpool John Lennon Airport, and there's a height restriction of 150 feet, but you can actually fly here. There's nothing on the map to say that you can't, but your drone will be limited to 150 feet. So there you go, you can see Fiddlers Ferry in the distance there, and this is the track that would take you around to the Yacht Haven. Now there's plenty of people who walk along here, and there's plenty of people who cycle along here, so it's suitable for both, and it's just on the right side of this water, which is the Sankey Canal there. And it's a really still day today. That steam coming out of that chimney just looks like it's a still, but there's no movement in it at all, or hardly any. So that's Fiddlers Ferry on the bank of the Sankey Canal there. Right, so let's take a look at this site from a different location. Widnes is behind me, and also South Liverpool. So this would be the view, or the side of Fiddlers Ferry Power Station you would see from, let's say, Speke Road. So at the moment we are in Widnes. Now very soon we will be passing over the border from Widnes into Warrington, and this particular area is called Curdley. So this is where Widnes meets Warrington. So in Widnes, Warrington. Witness Warrington. Now there's a building on the right hand side which used to be a pub called the Cardley Cross, and I think it changed hands into an Indian restaurant. So there you can see 4 of the 8 towers. And a sign in the road saying we are now in Warrington. Welcome to Warrington. On the other side of the road there, that grey building is the one I was talking about. It used to be a pub called the Cardley Cross. So we're going to have a cross over the road and take a look. Now, I guess the people who live on this side of the road, and there are some farmhouses as well on this side, very soon going to have a very different view from their front windows. Don't know if you can see through these bushes. I think you can. Shows you how much rain has fallen over the last few days. There's a small pond there, farmer's field. It looks really boggy. Cute little bus stop here. And this looks like the local diner. Well, it is lunchtime. I came out today because yesterday it just rained all day, and I thought, well, if I don't come soon, this isn't going to be here. So I've come out today. The weather isn't too bad. It's a little bit overcast. Some nice skies and colours in the trees. But it's been so windy. It's been blowing an absolute gale at times. I'm just hoping the soundtrack on this isn't completely ruined. It's okay for a short while, and then a gust of wind comes along, all the leaves go into the air, and all you can hear is So that's the entrance into the site, and quite a bit of activity. Wagons from people who are here to demolish the building. And this turning on the right is Marsh Lane. Sun's trying to come out now. It's one of the things I like about England, you get every type of weather in the space of about an hour and a quarter. So this is Marsh Lane in Warrington, and I'm told there's some great views of Fiddlers Ferry Power Station from here. So I'm going to take a walk down Marsh Lane and see what it looks like. Now, I think I said before that Fiddlers Ferry Power Station was built between 1964 and 1971, and it came into full operation in 1973. So it has 8 cooling towers which are arranged in two groups of 4, and there's a single chimney located pretty much in the centre of the building. Wow, that is a view. Yeah, so as you can see, the 2 blocks of 4 towers, 4 cooling towers in each block, and the central chimney. I'm really pleased that I made the effort today to come out and see Fiddlers Ferry Power Station close up, or as close as I could get to it legally. It's an amazing building, it's an iconic building, and I'm glad that I came out to see it, because very soon it's going to be gone. I'm not sure which of the 4 towers are coming down first. I will try and find out and put it on the video when I come to edit it and put it together. But yeah, well worth a trip today. I'm really pleased I came to see it. So here we're back at the Yacht Haven, and this is the route I'm taking. The pathway I've marked in red there takes you round to where I videoed and flew the drone earlier in the video, and there's quite a good view of the power station from this area. So if we continue along this pathway, we get quite close to the southern towers. Now, it's really cold today and it's a little bit wet underfoot in places, but a beautiful autumn day for a change. Now, this pathway takes you very close to the southern towers, the southern 4 towers, and that bridge in the distance there is roughly level with the end of Marsh Lane. So this power station was originally built by the Central Electricity Generating Board, or in other words, the government, and it's been in various hands ever since because of privatisation. Its first transfer was to PowerGen in 1990. On the 18th of November 2015, it was announced by the Department of Energy and Climate Change that UK's remaining coal-fired power stations would be closed by 2025. So on the 31st of March 2020, this plant was what they called desynchronised from the national grid, ending 50 years of electricity generation. So this plant is now decommissioned, and it's going to be partly demolished on the 3rd of December, which is in a couple of days' time as of filming this. Now, I did say earlier in the video that I would let you know which 4 towers are being demolished on the 3rd of December. So it's not these, it's the other end, which is on the Warrington Widnes Road, which I walked along earlier. So in this photograph it would be the 4 towers on the right, and if you're looking at it from Woolton, the 4 towers on the left. So the 4 towers on the left are the ones that are going to be demolished on the 3rd of December, and this is a closer view from the Widnes Warrington Road which I filmed. So many apologies if this video has been a little bit backwards and forwards and a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but thank you very much for watching, and I'll leave you with some footage which wasn't used in the video, and we'll catch up soon.
The other day I was on the street, I ran into a face it was good to see. We talked a couple hours and we missed all of the taxis. As we realized what time it was, we both let out a sigh as we've always done. As we turned to leave, we knew this wouldn't be the last one. No, because that's how it flows when you're with the ones you love the most. And even when it's time to go, we know what we know. We don't have to say goodbye, 'cause we never wonder why, if we'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends. See, I'll always be around, whether here or heaven bound. We'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends. True friends. True friends. Oh, 'cause that's how it flows when you're with the ones you love the most. And even when it's time to go, we know what we know. We don't have to say goodbye, 'cause we never wonder why, we'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends. You know I'll always be around, whether here or heaven bound. We'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends. Like a bookmark in the heart, we'll pick back up where we started. Like a bookmark in the heart, we know right where we are. Like a bookmark in the heart, we'll pick back up where we started. Like a bookmark in the heart, we know right where we are. We don't have to say goodbye, 'cause we never wonder why, if we'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends. You know I'll always be around, whether here or heaven bound. We'll be seeing each other again, 'cause we're true friends.